Bathrooms today are minimal, tech-savvy, and designed for pure functionality. But they weren't always this way. Decades ago, American bathrooms were home to charming, practical, and often quirky features that told stories about the time they came from. These weren't just design choices. They were reflections of lifestyle, culture, and the innovations of their day. From heavy iron tubs to built-in toothbrush holders, many of these once commonplace items have completely vanished from modern homes. In today's video, we're taking a thoughtful journey into the past to revisit 15 vintage bathroom features you just don't see anymore. Whether you've only heard about these through stories or remember using them yourself, this nostalgic ride is sure to stir a few memories. Let's begin. 1. Pull chain toilets. Pull chain toilets were a mainstay of bathrooms in the early 20th century. These uniquely designed toilets featured a water tank mounted high above the toilet bowl, with a long chain hanging down to activate the flush. They weren't just functional. They brought a sense of formality and elegance to the space, especially with their ornate plumbing fixtures and ceramic details. The reason for the high tank was simple: gravity. The elevation allowed for a stronger flush, which was important in the early days of residential plumbing. Over time, as plumbing systems improved and space saving became a higher priority, these toilets were replaced by modern, compact, low-tank versions. Their disappearance was a natural evolution of form following function. But for those who appreciate vintage architecture, the pull chain toilet remains a charming relic of the past. 2. Clawfoot bathtubs. Once considered the height of bathroom luxury, the clawfoot bathtub was a staple of American homes from the late 1800s through the early 20th century. These heavy, cast iron tubs stood freely on ornate feet, and their deep basin made them ideal for long, soaking baths. But they weren't just about comfort. They were a status symbol, reflecting wealth and refinement. As decades passed, however, built-in tubs became the more practical option. They were cheaper, easier to clean, and better suited to smaller, suburban bathrooms. The clawfoot tub, heavy and requiring more maintenance, eventually fell out of favor. While you can still find them in high-end restorations or antique bathroom designs, they're no longer a common feature in the average household. 3. Separate hot and cold taps. In older American bathrooms, it was common to find two distinct faucets on sinks, one for hot water and one for cold. Unlike modern mixer taps, which allow users to adjust the temperature precisely, these separate taps required a bit of maneuvering, either switching rapidly between them or using a bowl to mix the temperatures. While the setup was standard for decades, it posed challenges in terms of convenience and safety, especially when the hot water was scalding. Eventually, the shift toward user-friendly design led to the rise of single-handle mixer taps that combined both temperature and flow control in one spout. Today, separate hot and cold taps are mostly preserved in period homes or in nostalgic restorations. 4. Razor blade disposal slots. If you've ever opened an old medicine cabinet and noticed a tiny slit in the back labeled "used blades," you've stumbled upon one of the most curious vintage bathroom features. These slots allowed men to dispose of dull razor blades by simply slipping them into the wall, a convenient, if slightly alarming, method of waste disposal. Over the years, countless blades would accumulate between the studs, hidden from sight. While it worked for decades, the practice eventually raised safety and environmental concerns. Modern safety razors, along with disposable plastic options, rendered these slots obsolete. And if you're renovating an old home, you might just uncover a wall full of forgotten metal reminders of a bygone era. 5. Tilt mirrors. Adjustable mirrors were once a thoughtful addition to many mid-century bathrooms. Mounted on pivot brackets, these mirrors could be tilted forward or backward, making them useful for individuals of different heights or for specific grooming tasks like shaving or makeup application. Unlike today's fixed flat mirrors, these tilting mirrors added both functionality and character to the bathroom space. However, as bathrooms shifted towards sleek, seamless design, and as large wall mirrors became more common, this feature slowly faded out of popularity. What was once a clever and considerate design choice is now mostly forgotten, surviving only in vintage homes or specialty reproductions. 6. Toilet paper cabinets. Before the modern open toilet paper holder became a design standard, many bathrooms featured built-in cabinets or recessed boxes designed specifically to house toilet paper rolls. These compartments, often made of metal, wood, or ceramic, helped maintain a tidy appearance and protected the paper from moisture. They were practical, elegant, and matched the era's emphasis on concealed storage. But as design sensibilities evolved towards simplicity and accessibility, these cabinets were replaced by open holders that were easier to access and cheaper to install. While charming, they simply did not stand the test of time. 7. Cast iron bathroom sinks. Cast iron sinks, coated with porcelain enamel, were once the go-to choice for American bathrooms. They were durable, heavy, and had a shiny finish that gave bathrooms a clean, polished look. But their weight made them difficult to install, and if the porcelain chipped, rust would quickly follow. As materials like stainless steel, ceramic, and acrylic entered the market, cast iron began to disappear. These newer materials offered similar aesthetics at a fraction of the weight and cost, and with greater resistance to damage. Today, finding an original cast iron sink in a bathroom is rare unless you're visiting a well-preserved vintage home or restored property. 8. Lighted medicine cabinets with built-in outlets. In the mid-20th century, medicine cabinets often came with side lighting and built-in electrical outlets. These were designed to accommodate electric razors, hair dryers, or other grooming tools, offering both storage and function in one compact unit. For their time, they were a technological marvel, efficient and space-saving. But as electrical safety standards evolved, especially around moisture-prone areas like the bathroom, these built-in outlet cabinets became problematic. GFCI, ground fault circuit interrupter, outlets became mandatory in most regions, and separate lighting options became more practical and stylish. Slowly but surely, these combo cabinets vanished from modern bathrooms. 9. Soap dishes with built-in washboards. Soap dishes weren't always simple trays. Many vintage designs incorporated a small, ribbed area, almost like a miniature washboard, meant to help lather bar soap or scrub small items like handkerchiefs or baby clothes. These were especially common in the early part of the 20th century when bar soap was the norm and multi-use fixtures were valued. But as liquid soap and pump dispensers became widespread, the traditional bar, and with it, the built-in washboard dish, began to disappear. While these fixtures were once a mark of clever design, today they are mostly decorative or forgotten altogether. 10. Built-in toothbrush and cup holders. A standard part of many mid-century bathroom tile installations was the built-in toothbrush and cup holder. Usually ceramic and mounted in the wall just above the sink, these holders kept toothbrushes organized and off the counter, alongside a slot for rinsing glass. It was a tidy solution that matched the era's attention to hygiene and order. But with the rise of electric toothbrushes, countertop organization tools, and changing tile designs, this feature slowly lost its place. Now, these once common fixtures are mostly found in retro homes or during restoration projects aiming to capture a specific period style. 11. Linoleum flooring with bold patterns. Linoleum was once the dominant bathroom flooring choice, prized for its water resistance, durability, and the wide variety of patterns it offered. From geometric checkerboards to bold atomic age prints, it brought life and color to many mid-century homes. But linoleum was prone to staining, curling at the edges, and aging poorly, especially in damp environments. As ceramic tile, vinyl planks, and waterproof laminates grew in popularity, linoleum quietly fell out of favor. While some vintage enthusiasts still seek it out for authenticity, most modern bathrooms have moved on to longer-lasting alternatives. 12. Pastel colored tile walls. If you've ever seen a bathroom coated in pink, mint green, baby blue, or butter yellow tile, you've seen a piece of post-war design history. Pastel-colored tile walls were all the rage in the 1950s and 60s, reflecting the era's optimism and fascination with modernity. These colors made bathrooms feel cheerful, clean, and uniquely personal. But as the decades passed, taste shifted toward neutral tones, spa-like palettes, and minimalist designs. The colorful tile became seen as outdated, and many were torn out during remodels. Today, a pastel tile bathroom is a nostalgic time capsule or a bold design statement for the brave. 13. Ceiling-mounted heat lamps. Before central heating and radiant floor systems became common, some bathrooms featured red-glowing ceiling-mounted heat lamps to make cold mornings more tolerable. These infrared bulbs gave instant warmth while you dried off after a shower, a comforting experience, especially in colder regions. However, their heat coverage was limited, they consumed a lot of energy, and they posed safety risks if improperly installed. As heating technology improved and became more evenly distributed throughout the home, heat lamps became redundant and gradually vanished from new builds. 14. Built-in bathroom radios or intercom systems. During the 1960s and 70s, high-end homes sometimes included built-in radios or intercom systems in the bathroom, allowing you to catch the morning news or talk to family members while getting ready. It was futuristic and convenient for its time. But with the advent of portable radios, smartphones, and smart speakers, these hardwired systems became obsolete. Plus, they were expensive to repair and upgrade. Today, few homes still have working examples, and even fewer residents know what that strange panel on the wall was originally used for. 15. Recessed soap and shampoo niches. Long before plastic shower caddies became popular, many tiled showers had small recessed areas built directly into the wall to hold soap, shampoo, or sponges. These niches were simple, elegant, and a permanent solution to clutter. They were especially popular in mid-century bathroom design. But as prefabricated fiberglass shower stalls and budget installations became more common, these custom-built features were phased out in favor of cheaper and faster alternatives. Though some modern high-end showers are bringing them back, they're no longer a standard inclusion in everyday homes. Final thoughts. And there you have it, 15 vintage bathroom features that once filled American homes with character, function, and charm, but have now faded, vanished, or simply been replaced by modern convenience. These weren't just objects. They were part of daily routines, moments of comfort, and slices of life from another time. Some of them may be gone for good, but others are making quiet comebacks through retro design and historic restoration. Which of these did you grow up with, or maybe wish you still had? Let us know in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this nostalgic trip, make sure to like, subscribe, and join us next time as we play back the past.